Hello, Wise Woman. Welcome to Wise Woman Wednesday. Today, we'll be discussing 3 ways to handle jealousy, part 1. What to do if you find yourself being jealous. Stay tuned. Number 3. Not only must we realize that jealousy is a violation of the 10th commandment found in Exodus 20 and Deuteronomy 5, but we must also understand that jealousy is a very cruel and deadly emotion. This is not something that human beings can handle, and I'll give you a scripture to back that up. In Song of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 6, it reads, "Set me a seal upon thine heart, as a seal upon thine arm. For love is as strong as death. Jealousy is cruel as the grave. The coals thereof are coals of fire, which hath a most vehement flame." That's very serious, isn't it? I mean, how in the world can we really have peace in our hearts when we've taken on such a spirit, such a deadly, cruel, and strong spirit? I mean, love is very strong, even unto death, which is why Christ died for us. So we must understand that we cannot bear under that kind of weight. And therefore, because we can't bear it, we become unbearable to those whom we bestow that jealousy upon. They cannot live under that pressure because they were not meant to. That's why we cannot violate the 10th commandment. Not only are we not to covet our neighbor's anything, but we really shouldn't covet even our own things, okay? And that leads me to number 2. Realize that only God has the right to be jealous, and only He is the one who can handle such an emotion. When you take out your concordance and you look up the word jealousy, you will see that a majority of it applies to God. And sometimes the word jealous is even capitalized. It's a part of His character. Now, He has a right to be jealous because His Son, Jesus Christ, died that we may have life eternal, right? So for Him, He has a big stake in us. He has given everything so that we might have life. Not only that, but who could love us better than Him? Can you imagine how it breaks His heart when we take on a spirit that's His, when we take on a character trait that only He has the right to have, a spirit of jealousy? We begin to covet our wives, our other people's wives, their things, and we can't let people breathe, we can't let them live, we can't be happy for them because we've taken on such a cruel and evil spirit. But for God, it's not a spirit of evil. For Him, it's something that says, "Oh, I love you so much. Why won't you just let me love you? No one can love you like I can. I proved it and demonstrated it to you through the sacrifice of my dear Son, because I long for you so much. I long to be with you eternally." Being jealous may be a natural trait for us as human beings, but it's not something that we should allow to overtake us. We should put that in the hands of God and say, "Lord, help me with this. You gave your life that I don't have to bear this burden." Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." So you don't have to bear the burden of being jealous. And that leads me to number 1. Number 1 is simply this: no matter how hard you try, no matter how much death-gripping emotion you put into being jealous over a person, trying to keep them from doing certain things, or always spying on them, or wondering what they're doing, or getting jealous if somebody speaks to them, you cannot control another person, no matter how hard you try. What you do is you lock that person and yourself into a prison of cruelty, of suspicion, of mistrust, of eventual hatred, misunderstanding. There's no community, there's no love, there's no faithfulness, there's no truth, there's no trust, all these things. eventually something has to give. The spirit of the person will die, their love for you will die, or even they will die. They will die from the sickness of always being under that cruel eye of jealousy. Or, sad to say, some people have even killed over this emotion. So this is not something that we want to carry or bear. We want to realize these 3 points, and we want to give them to God. We want to pray for a spirit of trust, a spirit of faith, a spirit of thanksgiving, a spirit of rejoicing with those who rejoice. We must go to God in prayer and understand exactly what His will is for our lives. Okay, I hope this program has blessed you. Tune in next week for part 2 as we discuss what to do if someone is jealous of you or over you. Thank you so much. You have truly been a blessing. Now don't forget to subscribe and share. And as always, remember that marriage in God's hands is truly a blessing.